When it comes to top tier credit cards, there are 3 different cards that are almost always mentioned. The Amex Platinum Card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, and the Capital One Venture X card. And there's good reason for this. All of these credit cards have a good sign-up bonus, a ton of benefits and perks, and plenty of insurance-related coverage that can potentially save you a ton of money if anything ever goes wrong. So in this video, I'm going to review and compare these 3 credit cards and break down in detail what strengths and weaknesses each credit card has. And then at the end of the video, I'll give you my opinion on which card I think is the best value. And with that being said, let's jump straight into it. Now, if you don't already have one of these credit cards, it's worth considering if either one of them might be a good fit for you and your situation. So the first thing you should know is that all of these cards have a relatively high annual fee. Starting with the cheapest of the 3 cards, the Capital One Venture X card, you are looking at an annual fee of $395. Then the Chase Sapphire Reserve card is slightly more expensive, coming in at $550. And then finally, the most expensive card is the Amex Platinum Card, which has an annual fee of $695. Now, these high annual fees might instantly turn you off even considering having either one of these cards. But as I will show you in this video, if you just follow some simple steps, it is actually possible to easily cover the cost of the annual fee for all of these cards and still be left with a huge amount of value. The other thing to know about these credit cards is that the most value to be had is from travel-related experiences. So if you like to stay at nice hotels and travel up the front of the plane, keep watching this video as I will show you a few examples of how you can actually do this. So let's first start by looking at how much the sign-up bonuses are worth with each card, and then look at a few different ways you could use these sign-up bonuses to receive a ton of value. Starting with the cheapest card, the Capital One Venture X card, it is possible to earn 75,000 miles after meeting the spending requirement of $4,000 within the first 3 months of card ownership. This works out to be approximately $44 a day, which is not too much. Along with this, each anniversary year, you will actually receive an additional 10,000 bonus miles once you've paid the annual fee. So these miles are worth 1 cent per mile, which values this sign-up bonus at $750. But as I will show you in the next part of this video, it is actually possible to receive quite a lot more value than this. Now, as with all of these cards, you will receive the most value by transferring the miles or points to one of the related travel partners. And currently, the Capital One Venture X card has 15 different airline partners, which offers a transfer value of 1-to-1. And then 2 hotel partners, which have a slightly lower transfer value of 2 to 1.5 for Accor Live Limitless, and then 2-to-1 to Choice Hotels. So an example of using miles to get more than 1 cent per mile in value would be heading over to the Qantas website. And as you can see here, I've found a flight from LA to Sydney, Australia that costs $1,233. But it is actually possible to book the flight with Qantas points for just 41,900 points. Plus $89 in fees. And seeing that you can transfer Capital One miles to Qantas at a 1-to-1 ratio means you would be getting a value of about 2 cents per mile, which is really good value. If you calculate the 75,000 miles sign-up bonus at a 2.7 cents per mile valuation, that works out to a value of $2,025. Next up, with the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, it is possible to earn 60,000 bonus points after you spend $4,000 on purchases within the first 3 months of card ownership. So it's the same spend requirements as the Venture X card, which I mentioned before is about $44 a day over the first 3-month period. Now, the nice thing with the Reserve card is that the points are worth 1.5 cents per point when redeemed through Chase Ultimate Rewards. This provides you with a value of $900. And similar to the Venture X card, you will find the most value from your points when you transfer them to one of the hotel or airline partners, of which the Reserve card currently has 11 different airline partners and 3 different hotel partners. And it is possible to transfer points at a value of 1-to-1. And at the time of making this video, there is a special running with Air Canada where you can actually receive an additional 20% bonus points. So now let's take a look at how you can redeem these points for a much higher valuation. And from my own personal experience, it is possible to find some fantastic deals through the world of Hyatt. A good example of this would be to book a room at the Park Hyatt Paris Vendôme, which for the dates I've selected costs $1,705. which is really quite expensive. But it is possible to use just 35,000 World of Hyatt points. And seeing that you can transfer Chase Sapphire Reserve points to the World of Hyatt at a 1-to-1 ratio means that you would be getting a value of about 4.8 cents per mile, which is insanely good value. If you calculate the 60,000 point sign-up bonus at a 4.8 cents per point valuation, this would work out to be a value of $2,880. So finally, the most expensive card of these 3 cards, the Amex Platinum Card, it is possible to receive 80,000 membership reward points after spending $6,000 within the first 6 months of card ownership. Now, if you want to get an even better sign-up bonus, it is possible to earn 100,000 bonus points by using my referral link in the description below. Now, the spend requirement is $2,000 more than both of the other cards, but you have an additional 3 months to meet it. This works out to be a spend of approximately $33 a day, which is actually less than the other two cards on a daily basis. It just takes twice as long to meet the spend requirements. Now, membership reward points are generally worth 1 cent per point, which means this sign-up bonus is worth around $1,000. And currently the Amex Platinum Card has 17 different airline partners, which presents a minimum transfer value of 1-to-1, and then 3 hotel partners which have a transfer value of 1-to-1 for both Marriott Bonvoy and Choice Privileges, and then Hilton hotels provide you with a transfer value of 1-to-2. 1 Amex point for 2 Hilton points. So now let's take a look at how you can redeem these points for a much higher valuation. And when looking at the Hilton website, it is possible to book a night at the Oceana Santa Monica for $950 a night. And if you use Hilton points, it will cost 105,000 points. Now, as I mentioned before, it is actually possible to redeem membership reward points to Hilton points at a rate of 1-to-2. So that means it would cost just 52,500 membership reward points. This provides you with a value of approximately 1.8 cents per point. And if you calculate the 100,000 point sign-up bonus at a 1.8 cents per point valuation, this works out to be a value of $1,800. So as you can see, just from these 3 examples I showed you here, it is possible to find some really valuable deals with all 3 of these cards. Now, besides the ability to earn a decent sized sign-up bonus, each one of these cards also offers a whole range of different benefits and perks that, if used correctly, can provide you with a huge amount of value. So with the Capital One Venture X card, one of the best benefits that comes with this card is a $300 annual travel credit. And this travel credit can be used for bookings that are made through Capital One Travel. Now, it's worth keeping in mind that each year you will also receive 10,000 bonus miles that are worth $100. This means that between these 2 benefits alone, you actually receive $5 each year to have the card. Along with this, the card also offers you a Priority Pass Select membership that is worth $469. This provides you with the ability to access over 1,300 airport lounges worldwide, which is a fantastic benefit to have if you do travel a fair amount. I personally use my Priority Pass membership all of the time as I travel a lot, and I must say that it really does make my traveling a lot more enjoyable. Now, if you already have a Priority Pass membership, make sure to check out this video here, where I go through a complete tutorial on how to set up a Priority Pass account and what benefits you receive with each version of the Priority Pass. Along with this, there is also access to a Capital One lounge at Dallas Fort Worth. Then there is a $100 credit that can be used towards either TSA PreCheck or Global Entry. And finally, it is possible to receive a $100 credit when booking hotel stays through the Premier Collection. Now, with the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, there are also some pretty valuable benefits on offer. Very similar to the Venture X card, the Reserve card also comes with a $300 annual travel credit, although it is a lot easier to use with the Reserve card. Basically, with the Venture X card, you can only receive the credit for bookings that are made through Capital One Travel. Whereas with the Reserve card, you will automatically receive the credit when using the card on related travel expenses. And from my experience using this card, it is really very easy to receive this travel credit. Now, as with all 3 of these cards, you will also receive a Priority Pass Select membership that is worth $469. The main difference between the Reserve card over both of the other cards with this benefit is that you will also have the ability to use Priority Pass at over 30 different restaurant locations just in the US. This is a really nice benefit to have, as it allows you to receive a credit of $28 for you and then another $28 credit for 1 guest. So a total of $56 in credit. This is specifically useful if you happen to be at an airport that doesn't have any lounges, but does allow you to use the credit at one of the restaurants. Along with Priority Pass Lounge access, there is also access to the new Chase Sapphire Lounges, which have already opened at the following locations: Hong Kong International Airport, Boston Logan International Airport, and Austin Bergstrom International Airport. And apparently there are another 6 locations to open in the US in the near future. Then there is a $100 credit that can be used on either Global Entry, TSA PreCheck, or Nexus. So you will have 1 extra benefit here to choose from over the Venture X card. With access to the Luxury Hotel and Resort Collection, it is possible to receive a $100 property credit. This is very similar to what you can receive with the Venture X card. And then finally, you will receive the following benefits: a 2-year Lift Pink All Access membership, a $10 monthly statement credit at GoPuff, a Dash Pass subscription, and then a 1-year complimentary Instacart Plus membership. So finally, with the most expensive card of the 3, the Amex Platinum Card, you will receive a ton of valuable benefits. And to keep it relatively simple, I'll just go through all of the statement credit benefits first. And these are a $300 Equinox credit, a $240 digital entertainment credit, a $200 hotel credit, a $200 airline fee credit, a $200 Uber Cash credit, a $189 Clear credit, a $155 Walmart Plus credit, a $100 $100 Saks credit, and a $100 credit for TSA PreCheck or global entry. So just these benefits alone are worth $1,684. So if you can take advantage of just half of these benefits, the annual fee of the card will be covered. Then the following credits can be redeemed each time you make a qualifying booking. A $300 credit to use through the Cruise Privileges program. A $100 credit to use through either the Fine Hotels and Resorts program or the Hotel Collection. Now, along with this, you will also receive a Priority Pass membership that is worth $469. Then there is access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection, which includes access to the following lounges: the Amex Centurion Lounge, Delta Sky Club, Escape Lounges, Plaza Premium Lounges, Airspace Lounges, and Lufthansa Lounges. So the Amex Platinum Card clearly offers a lot more in the way of overall benefits and lounge access than both of the other cards. Now, all three of these cards offer some pretty decent points and miles earning potential from a wide range of different categories. Starting first with the Venture X card, it is possible to earn miles from the following categories: 10 times miles on hotels and rental car bookings that are made through Capital One Travel. 5 times miles on flights that are booked through Capital One Travel. And then 2 times miles on all other purchases. Then with the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, it is possible to earn points from the following categories: 10 times points on hotels and car rental bookings that are made through Chase Ultimate Rewards. 10 times points on Chase dining purchases with Ultimate Rewards. 10 times points on all lift rides. 5 times points on flights that are booked through Chase Ultimate Rewards. 3 times points on all other travel that is not purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards. 3 times points on dining at restaurants and takeaway services. And then 1 point per dollar spent on all other purchases. Finally, with the Amex Platinum Card, it is possible to earn points from the following categories: 5 times points on flights that are booked directly with the airline or that are booked through American Express Travel. And this is limited to a total spend of $500,000 each year. 5 times points on prepaid hotels that are booked on AmexTravel.com. And then 1 point per dollar spent on all other purchases. So in terms of points earning potential and a variety of options to earn points from, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card comes out on top. Now, all of these cards come with quite a lot of insurance coverage, most of which covers travel or purchase related insurance. So there is up to $75,000 in coverage with all three cards on rental cars. This covers things like theft or damage of a rental car. All three cards also offer trip delay insurance that covers up to $500 per trip if it happens to be delayed for more than 6 hours. With trip cancellation, both the Reserve card and the Platinum card cover up to $10,000 per person and $20,000 per card per year, whereas the Venture X card offers just $2,000 per person. Both the Venture X card and the Platinum card offer cell phone protection of up to $800, and this can be redeemed up to 2 times in a 12-month period. The Reserve card unfortunately does not have this coverage. All three cards offer a form of luggage protection that covers up to $3,000 per person. Both the Amex Platinum card and the Reserve card offer purchase protection that provides you with up to $10,000 per claim and a total of $50,000 per card per year. And the Platinum card allows for 90 days of coverage, whereas the Reserve card allows for 120 days of coverage. The Venture X card, however, does not provide this coverage. All three cards offer return protection. The Platinum card allows for up to 90 days of coverage and up to $300 per item and a maximum of $1,000 per card per year. The Reserve card allows 90 days of coverage as well, but allows for a slightly higher $500 per item than the same $1,000 per year. Then the Venture X card allows for up to $300 per item. All three of these cards offer an extended warranty of 1 extra year. With both the Venture X card and the Reserve card, it is available on warranties that are 3 years or less. And with the Platinum card, it is available on warranties that are 5 years or less. Okay, so that pretty much covers everything there is to know about all three of these cards. And as you can see, there are plenty of perks and benefits available with each card. Now, choosing the best card is more of a personal opinion, as all three of these cards are somewhat unique in what they offer. So what might be good for me might not necessarily be good for you. And just a disclaimer, I actually have both an Amex Platinum card and a Chase Sapphire Reserve card. So if you want the best of the best, the Amex Platinum card clearly offers the most benefits and perks of all three cards. And although it is the most expensive card of the three, if you can make use of just half of the benefits on offer, you will be able to make up for the cost of the annual fee. Coming in second, in my opinion, would be the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. This card sits right between the Amex Platinum card and the Venture X card. It's $155 more than the Venture X card and $145 less than the Amex Platinum card on an annual basis. And at least for me, the benefits are easier to use than the Venture X card, specifically the $300 annual travel credit. And then this card offers better points earning potential than both the other cards, which leads to the ability to redeem more value. And then finally, there is the Venture X card. And don't get me wrong, this card offers fantastic value and is very similar to the Chase Sapphire Reserve card in a lot of ways. The only thing I find a little annoying is that you can only redeem the $300 travel credit by making bookings through Capital One Travel. Also, the priority pass that comes with both this card and the Amex Platinum Card doesn't allow for you to get a credit at select airport restaurants, whereas the Chase Sapphire Reserve card does. And I know that this is not really much of an issue, but I actually use this benefit quite a few times each year, so it makes sense for me. So if you've made it this far through the video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you enjoyed the video, why not consider subscribing? Now, if you've ever wondered why the Amex Centurion card costs $15,000 just to get the card for the first year, check out this video here where I go through everything there is to know about the Amex Centurion card.